Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. Imagine a Yamaha that blends retro roots with futuristic innovation, crafted not for the mainstream, but for those who ride with soul and precision. The 2026 Yamaha PG-155 is that very machine. A newcomer with a classic pulse, this bike is not just a commuter or a sporty city crawler, it's a statement. And today on Bike Culture Hub, we're diving deep into what makes the PG-155 a standout in Yamaha's ever-evolving lineup. Whether you're a daily rider, a weekend explorer, or someone craving a machine that breaks away from the cookie-cutter mold, this review will reveal why the PG-155 might just become your next obsession. The first time you set eyes on the PG-155, there's a subtle yet irresistible charm. It doesn't scream for attention like a hyper-naked or a supersport. Instead, it confidently holds its own with minimalist lines, sculpted symmetry, and a touch of café-inspired cool. The tank is rounded and muscular, flowing seamlessly into a single-piece seat that looks just as comfortable as it is stylish. It carries the visual DNA of Yamaha's UJM heritage but adds modern accents: LED lighting all around, a digital TFT instrument cluster, and a matte finish that gives off a premium vibe. The PG-155 walks the fine line between retro homage and modern flair, and it does so with exceptional balance. At the core of this machine lies a 155 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine borrowed from Yamaha's refined performance portfolio, but here it's been tuned slightly differently to match the relaxed yet responsive nature of the PG. It delivers a healthy 18.5 horsepower at 10,000 RPM and 14.1 Newton-meters of torque at 7,500 RPM, but the most noticeable trait isn't the numbers, it's how the bike delivers them. Smooth, progressive, and incredibly tractable, the engine feels alive under your wrist, whether you're cutting through traffic or leaning into a long corner on a scenic stretch of tarmac. With Yamaha's variable valve actuation (VVA) system on board, the power band is broad and usable. You can cruise gently at low revs, and still have plenty of punch at the top end when you want to stretch it out. This bike is built on a lightweight Delta box frame, offering superb rigidity while keeping weight to a nimble 141 kilograms. That lightness translates into incredible maneuverability. In the city, the PG-155 flicks from lane to lane with ease. On twisty roads, it feels planted yet playful, like a dancer in its element. Front suspension duties are handled by 37mm telescopic forks, while the rear features a monoshock with preload adjustment. It's not built for aggressive canyon carving or track use, but it offers enough compliance and damping for enthusiastic cornering while keeping things composed over bumps and potholes. The ride is supple, yet communicative, something that many sub-200cc bikes often struggle to get right. Stopping power comes from a front 282mm disc with a twin-piston caliper, and a 220mm disc at the rear, both aided by dual-channel ABS. Braking is responsive and progressive, with a solid bite up front and predictable rear modulation. Yamaha has focused on creating a braking system that gives new riders confidence and experienced riders control. The ABS calibration is subtle, not too intrusive, yet quick to intervene when you need it. The PG-155's ergonomics are another strong suit. The seat height stands at a comfortable 790mm, making it accessible to a wide range of riders. The upright riding posture, mid-set foot pegs, and slightly raised handlebars create a natural triangle that's ideal for both daily commutes and longer weekend rides. Yamaha has also focused on seat padding and contouring, something that often gets overlooked in this segment. You can ride this bike for hours without experiencing the dreaded numb tailbone syndrome. A huge win for Yamaha is the updated instrument cluster. The PG-155 sports a crisp, full-color 5-inch TFT display, offering information like speed, RPM, gear position, trip meter, fuel range, real-time mileage, and more. It also features Bluetooth connectivity via Yamaha's Y-Connect app, allowing your phone to sync for call and message alerts, navigation prompts, and ride analytics. These are features often reserved for larger, more expensive bikes, yet Yamaha has managed to incorporate them in a package that still feels affordable and cohesive. One of the more polarizing aspects of modern bikes is their sound, or lack thereof. The PG-155 breaks that trend. With a newly designed underbelly exhaust tuned for a throaty growl, it produces a satisfying rumble that doesn't feel artificial. It's not loud or obnoxious but has a purposeful tone that complements the bike's character. This might not matter to everyone, but for riders who appreciate the soundtrack of a ride, Yamaha's effort here is a definite plus. Now let's talk about something often ignored: storage and practicality. Yamaha has cleverly integrated a USB Type-C charging port beneath the tank panel, perfect for charging your phone or GPS on the go. There's also a small storage compartment beneath the seat, enough to store documents, gloves, or a basic toolkit. It's not huge, but it's thoughtfully done, showing that Yamaha considered the needs of everyday riders, not just weekend warriors. Fuel efficiency, a huge factor in this segment, is another area where the PG-155 excels. Thanks to its fuel injection system, aerodynamic design, and efficient VVA tech, the bike returns an impressive 45 to 50 km/L in real-world conditions. With an 11-liter fuel tank, that translates into a healthy range of over 500 kilometers on a full tank. It's practical without being boring, a rare achievement. As for the tires, the PG-155 rides on 17-inch alloys with a 100-section front and 140-section rear, both wrapped in MRF radial tubeless tires that offer great grip in both wet and dry conditions. These tires complement the chassis well and inspire confidence in corners without sacrificing durability or comfort. The design language of the PG-155, though inspired by neo-retro culture, is subtly rebellious. It's not overdone. There's no excessive chrome, no unnecessary vents, and no shouty decals. The paint options, obsidian black, arctic gray, and a striking deep matte blue, are all stealthy and tasteful. The minimalist tail section with a slim LED tail lamp and flush indicators adds to the visual appeal without complicating the lines. It looks clean, sharp, and functional. You could ride this into a cafe and draw curious glances, or park it next to a row of sport bikes and still hold your own. So who is this bike really for? That's the interesting part. The PG-155 isn't trying to dominate drag strips or win spec sheet wars. It's aimed at the mature entry-level rider, the urban explorer, the daily commuter who doesn't want to compromise style for practicality. It's perfect for college students, new riders, or even veteran motorcyclists who want a simple, fun machine that reminds them of why they fell in love with bikes in the first place. And then there's the price. Yamaha has placed the PG-155 in a sweet spot, priced competitively at around $2,400 or approximately 1.95 Indian rupees lakh in the Indian market. For what you get: a refined VVA engine, premium suspension, dual-channel ABS, modern features, and retro-inspired styling, it's hard to find a better value proposition in the 150 cubic centimeters segment today. Where Yamaha scores big is its balance of performance, tech, and emotional appeal. The PG-155 isn't just another budget commuter, it's a refined and engaging machine that speaks to both heart and head. It delivers reliable Yamaha build quality, accessible power, and comfort without ever feeling bland. More than just a stepping stone bike, it's one you'll enjoy holding on to for years, perhaps customizing, personalizing, and truly making your own. Thanks for riding with us today on Bike Culture Hub. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Yamaha's newest street machine, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update from the world of two wheels. Let us know in the comments, would you ride the PG-155, and how do you think it stacks up against rivals like the R15, MT15, or even the retro-inspired Honda CB150? Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and keep the culture alive.